That better?
Yeah. Who are you? You CIA?
Good morning, Sergeant Blackburn.
When are you gonna tell me what's going on?
18 hours ago, I get a call from Homeland Security saying there's a Marine in detention I need to talk to. Some story about a terror plot in New York, and the Marine claims he has information to stop it. Now, the best part is, he says it's gonna happen today. So here we are. You look jet-lagged, and by that I mean you look like shit. Who is this?
That's him. That's Solomon.
And you still believe he's planning an attack here in New York?
Don't you?
Why?
Because he said so.
I read the file. He's trying to save his own ass. He doesn't know what we want to know.
Wait, just hear me out. You want to bury me after, go ahead.
We don't need to bury you. You're already dead. He doesn't know what we want to know.
We're on the clock. I'm pursuing this lead. What you're going to do is help us clarify the attack scenario. Your cooperation might even get you free of the world of crap you currently inhabit. All you have to do, Sergeant Blackburn, is fill in the blanks. Are we clear? When did you first hear about Solomon and the PLR?
It was 9 months ago. Operation Swordbreaker, Iraqi Kurdistan.
Okay. I'm listening.
Go tell that long-tongued liar, go and tell that midnight rider, tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter, tell him that God's gonna cut him down.
Misfit 1-3, this is Misfit Actual. Be advised you are crossing the LOD in 2 mics, over.
Copy that.
Yo, does anyone else really not get what the fuck we're doing here?
Quit being a fucking hippie, Montez.
I'm just saying, bro, if this is about the PLR, we should be in Iran, not Iraq.
They're crossing borders, dog. PLR's the right people, all right? They don't make them any righter.
Misfit 1-3, this is Misfit Actual. We have a situation developing here. Get your team dismounted and into the staging area ASAP.
This is 1-3. Copy out.
What the fuck are we stopping here for? Our objective's 20 clicks north of here.
I don't know, Montez. Yeah, let's get out on the road. Okay, let's go. Move.
Hey, what's happening? This is Trendkill, and welcome to video number 2 in my walkthrough achievement guide for Battlefield 3. And this, obviously, if you couldn't tell by the first 3 fucking minutes of intro here, is Operation Swordbreaker, or the first or second level, depending on whether you count the first mission, the tutorial mission, as an actual mission or not. So we're going to say this is level 2, considering this is video 2. Anyway, the 2 achievements that we're going to be getting in this mission are Not on My Watch and Shock Troop. And Shock Troop is a secret achievement, but it's not really all that much of a secret. I mean, there's 6 secret achievements in the game, and my guess is they only made them secret to avoid any kind of spoilers, possible spoilers, or whatever you want to call them. But anyway, Shock Troop's a natural progression thing. You get it at the end, there's an earthquake, and you survive that, and you get the Shock Troop one. If you want to skip through this walkthrough again, you can click on the upper icons in the top left there. The Not on My Watch icon will take you right to the area where the Not on My Watch achievement starts. And basically what you're going to have to do is protect a group of guys on street level from the roof with a sniper rifle. And if you do that successfully, you get that achievement. Now, one thing about the achievements in Battlefield, a lot of them require that you do them on your first try, meaning if you die during the level at any time, you will not get that achievement. And there's several through the game that are like that. So if you die during this mission and you want to get that achievement, you have to restart from the very, very beginning, which is a pain in the ass because you got to go through all the whole them talking in the APC type shit. So if you die, restart it. If you're not worried about the achievements, just continue through. On a side note, something I didn't mention in the first video is that play through the game on hard. It's not really that hard. There are only a couple spots that will give you issues, but there's an achievement for beating the game on hard, and you want to make sure you get that achievement without having to play through it a second time. So, that being said, let's get into the walkthrough, if you will, here. Most of this game doesn't really require a walkthrough. It's pretty simple. They kind of lead you right to it with their points and things like that. But I'm going to show you a few tips on where you can stand and not get shot, not die, and things like that. So, let's get into it here.
Not a single civvy. I don't like this shit.
And your dude gets shot right in the chest with a big 50 cal. Anyway, you're going to drag him into the garage. The button sequence here is AAA, so hit A 3 times. Just basically keep tapping it till you get him in the garage. And once you put him down, you're going to stay in the garage behind this little cement wall right here. You can see I kind of duck in and out behind this. You can finish the first part of this little sequence of events without leaving the garage, really. And they start to retreat, and once they do that, you move up. And I like to sit right here behind these tires, and you can finish this whole section from this spot. Now, aim at this area. There's a guy with an RPG that you can take out if you get him early, and there's another guy off to the left if you can get him fast enough. Of course, I thought I got him, but didn't. I have to end up getting him later, but you can chuck some grenades, duck down behind this wall, just keep shooting. Here's where I take out the other guy with the RPG. And he'll, your guy goes, got it, and then you can move on. Anyway, just stand here, hold your ground, and when you're finished here, you'll retreat back into the garage.
Fill up! Cease fire! Cease fire! Get the hell inside now!
We got him. Hey, buddy. Can you feel this?
All right, up we go. Check your corners.
I hope Chaffin's gonna be okay. You'll be fine. It's a tough thing.
And once you get to the top of the stairs, there'll be another door that he kicks down. Seems like a lot of doors they're busting open here. And you're going to be careful in this room. There is a sniper shooting at you through the windows. They make you sprint across this area. If you don't, you can actually die, so be careful. There'll be a few guys that pop out here. You can dispatch of those guys however you like. Grenade them or shoot them, whatever you want to do. And continue on up some more stairs.
Veranda here now?
I don't know. Let's just get up on that roof.
Misfit 1-3, this is Misfit Actual. That sniper's still up. Be careful out there.
Once you get out onto the roof, you're going to want to follow them. Now, you can actually sprint across, no problem, but if it's your first time playing through, just follow them. You actually cannot take your sweet-ass time. You will get destroyed. One shot is an insta-kill with this guy. So, what you want to do is just follow them. They jump from cover to cover, go over till they get to the last cover, then they make you lay down. And once you lay down, they're going to kind of sneak around, and I'll let you kind of watch and see what happens.
Hug the wall. Black, wait for us to get into position. Don't bunch up. Keep moving. Okay. Across the street. 50 meters midway up. He's dug into a spider hole.
I got AT.
Give it to Black. Shit, cover's getting ropey.
So, oh dude rolls you a rocket launcher. You grab that motherfucker, and you're going to move over kind of out of the way and aim directly to the right side of that yellow sign. They're going to give you some suppressing fire, and once they do that, you're going to stand up after they do. They're going to give you some kind of little slow-mo sequence, and you're going to shoot at the orange circle. Doesn't get much easier than that. Once the building explodes into a million pieces, we're going to turn around, head over to the edge of the roof, and we're going to complete the Not On My Watch achievement.
We're good. Let's go find this patrol.
Misfit 1-3, this is Doc Holliday. We got your man patched up down here. We're ready to move him back to the staging area for evac. Can you provide cover from up there?
Sure thing, Doc Holliday. Which direction, over?
North side.
Misfit 1-3, in position. Looks pretty clear.
Roger that. We are moving. Over.
Keep your eyes peeled for hostiles. Our guys are pretty exposed down there. Watch your sectors.
Once the action starts, your guys light up down there and start moving. You got some guys coming out on the street, shooting at them. Kill a couple of those guys until your guys say, hey, look at the roof over there. As soon as they alert you that there are enemies on the roof, you're going to want to dispatch of those guys first because they can actually kill you much easier than the guys on the street can. It's harder to duck behind the little itty-bitty wall that you've got there from that angle than it is the street level. Take those guys out. There's really no secret as to how to get this achievement. There's no certain amount of guys you have to kill or anything like that that I know of. Again, as I mentioned earlier, the main thing is to make sure that you do not die before you get here. Do not die during this. If you die during this, you cannot just restart from the last checkpoint. You've got to start the entire level over again.
I think we're clear, Misfit 1-3. We are moving. Over.
We got your 6. You're clear.
Once you start the third wave of enemies, you can get a nice little quick shot if you aim between those two yellow dumpsters first. And above where I'm aiming right now, there are a couple guys that come out on some balconies that you're going to want to take care of. Now, your guys, the AI on this game, as far as your help, is actually really good. So they handle most of this achievement for you. Anyway, so you save these guys. Now, there are some people online that swear by the fact that you got to stay behind afterwards and shoot some of these guys that are running towards your building. I don't know if that's what you have to do to get the achievement. They say it pops after you kill a few. I get it to pop at the end of when these guys are done talking, and I think that people are just confused and they're timing it incorrectly. But anyway, if you want to stay, it's kind of fun to shoot those guys as they're running because they're not defending themselves. But anyway, once you finish there, the achievement should pop, and it didn't pop on this one because I already had it. This is a second playthrough. But anyway, you head back over here, and they lower this little wood plank for you to climb across the roof. You head down to the ground level, and you move on.
Fucking Boy Scout.
These guys are fucking slow. Whether you follow them or wait on them, they take forever either way. Anyway, you're going to head over to this door. They're going to bust these door down again. They must have a hatred for hinges. Anyway, you come in here, kill a couple guys. There's a little staircase back there. If you toss a grenade up there after you kill those first few enemies, you can catch a couple guys off guard. And you make your way over to the exit door.
Is that the patrol? It's 2 of them.
Just stay focused.
Shit, we got wounded NKIA in here.
I got it. Misfit Actual, this is 1-3. I need Castovac ASAP. How copy?
1-3, I confirm the oblige. Hang tight. Misfit, out.
Man, this layout doesn't look right at all. Yeah, I found something. This is totally not good. Secondary's under here!
Secondary, copy that! Oh, fuck, boys, we are attracting a lot of fucking attention! What's the problem? Can't you cut the wire?
I can't cut anything till this wire's traced.
Blackburn, you're nominated. Follow the wire.
Hey, imagine that. Just like every other video game in history, you get nominated to do everything. That's awfully convenient for the writers. Anyway, you trace this wire back down to this little air duct shaft thing, whatever you want to call it. You duck in and you crawl through. Call it gay, but this actually made me jump the first time. Yep, that little rat right there. Don't ask me why. I guess I just wasn't expecting it. Anyway, you get to this point where you actually hop out of the air duct, whatever that thing's called. You head over and you disconnect a wire. Now, as soon as you disconnect a wire, a little fight sequence happens with a guy sneaking up behind you. And the button sequence for that fight is B, then right trigger. So basically just mash B until the B part happens, and then mash right trigger until the right trigger part happens, and you will destroy this guy. Once you make your way back out to the street here, you're going to want to head towards the bottom of these stairs. There's a guy here that chucks a grenade at you or shoots at you. Maybe take him out first. They want you to head up on this bridge, grab this machine gun up here, and start shooting people. If you stay up on the bridge, they start shooting the bridge wall down. As you can see, there's a gap as I turn back around. Then they start hitting you. I died several times on hard trying to do it up there. So what I do is I grab the M249, head back down to this concrete pillar here, set up my bipod, and basically aim down this sidewalk and down the middle of the street. Unfortunately, this time a palm tree fell in front of me, so I had to stand up. But anyway, you're going to be here for a while. This is a long wave of enemies. There's no real major threat. Just keep shooting, guys. And eventually they're going to ask you to fall back, or they're going to say they're falling back. And you're going to have to make a beeline for this little blue dot here. They want you to jump on the back of this Jeep, and if you don't do it too quickly, or if you don't do it quick enough, I suppose, you'll die on your way there. And eventually, an earthquake's going to hit, and a ripple's going to send you flying out of the Jeep. The building in front of you is going to topple over you, and you will get the Shock Troop achievement. Now, it won't pop until the beginning of the next level, so don't worry if it doesn't hit right now. And you have now completed level 2. So enjoy that, and be prepared for level 3. Click at the end of the video to check it out.